Amanda here. Thanks for joining me. If you are new, do hit the subscribe button. So, here's a story for you. I tried to dye some pages and bits and bobs with avocados last week. Really unsuccessfully. Unsuccessful for two reasons. One, I probably didn't cook it for long enough. Two, I only had one avocado and I think you need about 10 million of them. Three, they weren't very purpley. Four, the ones that you can get in England are quite small because obviously we don't go, I don't think we grow avocados in England. I've never seen one hanging off of a tree. And also, you know, they are actually quite an expensive item. I don't particularly like the avocado flesh, so I bought them simply to dye with. Anyway, long story short, one of my crafty followers, a crafty friend, contacted me and said that she had a really good alternative. And she said that she would send me some to try. So here's what she sent me. You can see I've opened them. And these are fruit teas. And this particular one is Taylor's of Harrogate, which is quite a posh brand. So you know you're getting good quality. You know, if you used Aldi's own, it might not work the same. But fruit tea. So this one is rose lemonade. Okay, now literally the second it came through the door, I ripped it open and I put the two of them in a cup with some hot water. So this has been brewing for quite a while, okay, and you can see already that we've got a beautiful, even the tea bag, look, it's a beautiful pink colour. So I'm going to share my findings with you, and this might be a really good alternative to avocado dyeing, but it's tea, so it's still natural, you know, it's going to be alright. So I've got this old pot. I've chosen a small pot, so I'm not going to be doing A4 papers. I'll do those off camera. I've chosen a small one so that we can do it together in my craft room. Okay, now I don't know how strong, whether I'd be able to reuse these, whether I can water it down, but I've just done one cup with 2 bags in. Okay, and I'm going to give them a bit of a squeeze, and then I think I am going to try and see if I can get another go out of these. Okay, and it might be a case of experimenting to see how strong it is, and you know, whether we can water it down for paler colours. Maybe add 3 bags. So I'm gonna go and buy some. Apparently it's about £3 a box. It's the, you know, the average price of posh tea. But you know, if you make a batch, it's well worth it, isn't it? To have lovely coloured pages, and you may be able to experiment with different ones. I mean, I know you can get blackcurrant tea and all sorts, so maybe it's worth a try. So what I'm going to do first of all, I've got a selection of small little things that we can stick in here. So I've got some small doilies, and these, I know that these are quite they're alright, they won't like fall to pieces, if you know what I mean. Stick it in. Okay. I mean, that's turned that pink straight away. Straight away that's turned pink. I could put that heat, you know, dry that with my heat gun and that's pink straight away. Alright, but we're going to leave it to soak for a bit. I'll put a bigger doily in as well. I'm not bothered if it turns my hands pink. I don't have to answer to anybody. If anybody's got a problem with my pink hands, they can just do one. What else are we going to try? So I've got this little notepad. I'm going to see if that'll dye pink. So that's going to be this more or less the same as like doing your A4 sheets, isn't it? I'll put a couple of those in. And then what I'll do is I will leave it, maybe, I don't think it's going to, do you know what, I don't think it's going to need a long time. Now another thing that you can do, and this is what I do, this is one way of doing it, is to soak them. Another way of doing it is to pour this concoction into one of these spray bottles and spray it, and then you're going to get a lighter coverage, and it's not going to take as long to dry, etc, etc. But I'm going to do it the long way, just to see what happens. That's a CD cover. What else are we having? Let's have an envelope. I've not got enough room to have the envelope fully open. I mean, that pink is taking pretty quick. I don't think, have I got room? I don't think I've got room for it open, so I'm just quickly dyeing the inside, then I'm going to have to put it in kind of shut, I'm afraid. And then also I'm going to have to put some seam binding in, aren't I? I'll put some seam binding in. Okay. A bit more of this paper, and if this works I shall be going on Amazon and ordering myself a box. Probably sell it in Sainsbury's or Asda, but I'm not due to go to the supermarket until probably Friday now. So right, so we've got a few bits and bobs there, haven't we? Let me do another. I'll do some more doilies. I like the idea of pink doilies. Okay, so I'm going to leave this all to soak for a little while, and then I'll come back and we will see how it's taken in each of those items. And we've only got a small selection to try it out and see how it works. So yeah, and that's come back. Well, I'll just pause the video. You don't need to go anywhere. I'll be here in a moment. Okay, so this lot has been in here for about 10 minutes. It might be slightly more because I got a bit distracted on Instagram. But yeah, about 10-15 minutes maximum. So I'm just going to start and just take stuff out. So I'm not going to rinse anything. I've put some fabric in here as well. So I've got my seam binding. I added a little bit of this lace. Squeeze the water out, okay. And some of this lace. It's only polyester lace. Anything with a cotton content or silk content is always going to dye that bit nicer. So here is a piece of just cotton sheet. I always have a sheet in my craft room. They make lovely shabby flowers and things. So that's been in for like 10-15 minutes. It probably go darker if I left it in for longer. Then we've got the doilies. Okay, look at that. That one. Lovely, lovely. I think there's more than one there. Okay, so the paper maybe could do with a bit longer, but it's still a nice colour. There's my envelope. Oh, I've got loads of water in it. Let's just pour it out. We're getting messy here. So it's like a pinky purpley colour. It's ever so pretty. Obviously, you know, this is only after 10 minutes. So if you left it an awful lot longer, it's going to take the colour on even more. And it is that pinky purpley colour. Very much the same as what you get with the avocado dyeing. Or I've seen like red cabbage dyeing and things like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to dry some of these things off, okay, with my heat gun, and then I'll come back and show you. Alright, 2 minutes. Okay, so here are our results from our experiment. Now, I was hoping it would be a really good alternative to avocado dyeing. I would say it's not an alternative. You're not going to get the same colours, but it's a really good variation of tea dyeing. Really good. Now, the colours that you're going to get are going to depend on lots of variables. I found that the best colour came from the fabrics. Look at that. That's the seam binding. So that's like a beautiful, beautiful pinky purpley colour. It's absolutely lovely. It's really lovely. I'm hoping that the light is giving that justice because it is very pretty. And then here is an offcut of lace from an old top. Again, it's like a pinky purpley colour, like a mauve, I suppose. And then another one here that I added in. So the fabrics have taken the colour beautifully. You can just see in there as well, when the colours kind of run, it has like a blue tinge to it as well. And that was the kind of results that I found with the paper. Now I don't know if that's because the tea is acidic or my paper's acidic or what it is, but it drew out more of a purple tone than a pink tone. A bluey purple tone. It's still very pretty, but it's not pink like the you know, it's more of a purple. You can see a hint of pink on the edge of there, and that is the colour I was hoping everything would come, but it's got more of a purple, but it's still a really pretty colour. So I think, and that one's got more pink in. So I don't know if something that I put in, because when I was doing the fabric it was fine, and then as I added my papers, whether the starch in the paper has altered the balance of the dye or what, I don't know, and that's why we've ended up with more purple tones, but it's still really, really pretty. And I will certainly be getting some of this. So this is the rose lemonade, and I think I'm going to be having a look at fruit teas and trying a few different ones. I fancy trying a blackcurrant one. I fancy trying one with maybe green tones like a lime or something like that. So there you go. Those are my findings from that. From that tea from Taylor's of Harrogate. Sorry, I got distracted then because somebody's put junk mail through my letterbox. I'm going to tape it shut. So there you go. Definitely a very, 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 very pretty colour. So yeah, I will be purchasing some of that and giving it a try. Thanks for watching. Hope it helps. By me experimenting, it saves you doing it. Take care. I'll see you again soon. Bye.